computer screen off of a live TV feed from Channel 4 in Long Beach.
140 passengers sitting in an American airline plane noticed 15 minutes after takeoff that the plane had taken off, but it was not doing much attitude, that is, it was not able to go up. Suddenly, the pilot of the plane hit the announcement wheel, after which the pilot informed the 140-year-old sitting on the plane with a very terrible news. The 21st of September, 2005, in the city of California, the airline was completely prepared. JetBlue Flight 292. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we took off for 15 minutes. Everything was still going as planned. The line was waiting for a signal from the control tower. At 3:15, the plane's pilot, Captain Scott Bogue, received the green signal to take off from the control tower. Minutes later, at 3:17, plane takeoff Burbank Airport. Neither the pilot nor the 140 people on board were aware that they would soon face the most horrific moment of their lives. We'll see. It was only 15 minutes after the jet took off that everything happened, and Captain Scott wasn't having much of an attitude while aboard the plane. After delivering an announcement in which he merely stated that we had encountered a technical factory, all of the singer's ears perked up. It lost power as climbing further, but was even more terrifying than the base. After half an hour, the jet was still flying above California, and the pilot had once again informed us that we had received several warning signals from the landing gear, which the pilot was unaware of. 2 Nano system was sending frequent notifications to know that 10 Sport, the pilot, wanted to inspect the plane's landing gear so he could assess the risk of the situation. The report's control tower zoomed in on the plane's landing gear to see that the sun had redirected the trip to Toronto's Longview Airport and turned it upside down. That is, it was now decided that the plane's landing would be a crash landing here rather than an emergency landing here. After getting this information, the pilot received additional bad news from the control tower. News stations also provide light one-on-one wheeling. The footage of the residents has been recorded, and it is now being displayed live on news channels across America. We're high, and the plane was continually flying above California. A fire may develop with disastrous effects, which was shocking considering the amount of jet fuel in the plane's fuel tank at the moment. No, it was 14,000 kilograms, which means the weight of jet fuel in the plane was equivalent to 12 family automobiles. If so much fuel catches fire during landing, the plane could explode in a single blow, but Captain Support is extremely prudent. It was determined to deplete the jet's fuel before landing. Thus, the plane hovered above the sea for 3 hours. The plane just had enough fuel to travel for another half hour. Both were critical points during the course of 140 years. The airport was the closest at the time. The captain contacted the Los Angeles Tower and instructed them to be prepared for any type of station. The seat was also reportedly closed. There was an extremely emotional atmosphere inside the plane. An individual captured the entire scene on camera and also made a video message for his family. Had finished and completed all of the arrangements to save him because he was at the airport. Everything from the exterior to the ambulance was Lady Airport. And the last time I called the principal of the plane's pilot and gave him the green signal to land. As soon as the pilot received the green signal, he instructed all passengers to assume the crash posture. Throughout the conflict, a significant amount of money might be saved from what is also known as Bad Sachan, in which the pilot reached the runway of Los Angeles Airport. The plane's speed was reduced, and the clock eventually arrived. The front landing struck the ground, But what was dreaded occurred. The earth settles owing to friction. A terrible fire broke out in the gear. It was so large that the passenger sitting inside felt safe. He sighed with relief as the passengers were lowered one by one. The front landing gear wheel was entirely worn out. Millions of people have broken off, preventing the wheel from rotating. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and keep exploring.